Hey everybody, it's Neneleakes, and I'm sad to report the news that NeNe's husband Gregg Leaks passed from colon cancer at the age of 66. This touches me differently in a lot of different ways. First, I got a chance to interview NeNe and we talked about Gregg, which I'll post after this video so you can see it. But I'm a colon cancer survivor, so it hits me differently. I'm sad. This came up on my phone as an alert, and I'm sad to report this news. And I know a few days ago, NeNe has said to one of her patrons at Lenethea's Lounge that y'all don't know what I'm going through. You know, my husband is dying as we speak. And she meant that because now, just a couple days later, he passed away. So who didn't love Gregg Leaks? I'm praying for NeNe. I'm praying for their sons. And I'm praying for all who loved Gregg. R.I.P. Mr. Leaks. And I want to just encourage everyone to get their colonoscopies, get them early. Early detection is everything. With the interview I did with NeNe, she said he was at stage 3, and he was in remission and he was doing well. So I'm not sure what happened, but I just want to implore everyone to get their colonoscopies and make sure you're an advocate for your health. I'm a colon cancer survivor, and this hits differently. So I'm going to put up the interview where NeNe and I talked about Gregg. R.I.P. Mr. Leaks. This is Reviews and News. I am Neneleakes.
So I definitely have to ask, and of course, everyone wants me to ask, how is Gregg doing?
Gregg is doing good. He's doing really good. He's out right now. He was here a little while ago. That he would be walking all past. He just never knows when I'm on camera. He just walks right past and asks for stuff. And I'm just like, I'm on camera. We've been doing Zooms forever. He just comes trickling on by. Where's the coffee? Where's the this? And I'm just like, but Gregg is doing good.
Good.
He's doing really good. He's lost a lot of weight because he's changed his whole eating since he was ever diagnosed with cancer. He started doing, he did vegan, but he couldn't really stick with it for so long because it's a really strict diet. So he has incorporated some meats back into his diet, like chicken. He doesn't do any beef or pork, but he does do a lot of chicken and stuff. So, and some pastas and some potatoes. So he still has lost a lot of weight though, but he looks great.
He's doing good.
That's good. No chemo. Yeah. He did do chemo, and of course people saw him ring the bell. So he's done that. He's done with doing that now.
That's wonderful.
So he stayed on his little strict diet. Sometimes he falls off every now and then, but he jumps right back on. So he's doing really good. He looks great.
That's good. And that's a special place for me. I'm a cancer survivor.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I am. Colon cancer survivor. So
wow, Gregg is a colon cancer survivor.
Yeah. I didn't realize he had colon cancer as well. See, you know what? Because when he had it, I didn't have it. So now that this has just been this year, NeNe. This is just this year. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
He was stage 4, I think it was. Stage 4.
And I was stage 2.
Oh, you caught it good too. That's good.
Yeah. And so, my thing is I love the fact that, because when you're dealing with something like that, NeNe, it's not easy publicly, right? But with Gregg, I'm so proud of him, and I'm so proud of you all that you showed that, because he touched so many people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And it's just in a powerful way where you could have said, you know what, we're going to just handle this without the cameras. But how you stood beside him, and even when you were weak, because that's hard as a caregiver. Yeah.
It was hard. Listen. That was hard. Let me see. I think Gregg was stage 3. So I think 4 is 4 the final stage, is it?
Yes.
I think he was 3. It was hard. People have no idea. Listen, but the American Cancer Society totally supported me. They totally understood. I had so many caretakers reaching out to me. When you're doing something like this on television, obviously people are judging. So it's okay. We know we're going to get judged, right? So that's okay. Everybody has an opinion. That's okay. We get it. But the people who were truly walking in those shoes, they understood how difficult it was to be a caretaker. They understood the mood swings that Gregg had because he was doing chemo, the different medications that he was having. They understood the things that I was going through because I did not have the husband that I was used to having. They understood all of it. So I wasn't the first person to ever go through that. Gregg would be yelling at me, and I would be yelling at him. We were going through all kinds of things. And then people didn't understand the place that I was in as a wife because we were going through marital problems before he was diagnosed with cancer. So there were people who didn't know that, you know, but we talked about it on the show. So you have to also think as a human, as a woman, I was taking care of somebody who I felt had wronged me. And I was having a difficult time trying to figure out how to take care of a sick person who I felt had wronged me before he even knew he was sick. So I was like, how am I going to help this sick man who I felt had already wronged me? Now I got to take care of him. And I was often looking at him like, now, why she ain't taking care of you?
Right. Come on, NeNe. But that's what we love about you, that the realness. Because all of us would have been like, hold up. Yeah. Now you want to come on back on to me.
Yeah. Why are you over here for me to help you? That's why I was always looking at him like, and he was looking back at me like I was crazy. And I was like, what's wrong with it? Then he would always, Gregg was really smart. So he would always throw stuff back on me later on and be like, it was the medication. And then I would be like, oh, it was the medication? So,
you be like, I had cancer. You know I had cancer.
And you know what? And then I couldn't fight him on that because people would be looking at me crazy like, you know he got cancer. Right. You know he got cancer. Now, how am I going to fight cancer? I couldn't fight the whole cancer society.
Right. That cancer card is like a black card.
Oh, baby. He would put a cancer card on me every 5 minutes. We could be anywhere, and Gregg would put a cancer card on me in a minute. I'd be like, Lord Jesus, I'm stuck. I couldn't fight him on that one, boy. But that was difficult. But I had so many women that would email me and write me and tell me they really knew what I was going through. Even people who were taking care like their mom, they would say things like, you know, they would get really mean. The thing is, you know, Gregg, he wanted to share his story. He wanted to share his story for other men because Gregg was that man that did not go to get medical treatment. He was afraid of the doctor. Oh, my God. He was so scared to go to the doctor.
Black men and the doctor.
I would have to drag Gregg to the doctor. Now, if he get a bump, he'd be like, I'm going to the doctor. And I'm just like, that's nothing, Gregg. That's nothing. Just put a little something here on it. He's like, no, I'm going to the doctor. I'm calling him right now. Like, Gregg, every day, I say, Gregg, where are you going? I have a doctor's appointment at 9, one at 11, one at 12. So he stays at the doctor now. But before, I would go and get my colonoscopy. He would not go and get one at all. I would ask him to do it with me. He wouldn't want to do it. Now, he is doing everything. He's over there. He's a baby. When Gregg walk in the hospital, they know him by name. Hey, Mr. Leakes, right this way. I mean, Mr. Leakes, right this way. I mean, they know him. He is known. He's a whole celebrity over there.
Wow. People are like, they love the flow of this conversation.